Hello, and welcome to the Model Railroads and Structures Show, a weekly live, raw show on Sunday mornings. The show where strictly amateurish, host-hogging time, and being unprepared to ask unintelligent questions or to engage in a productive conversation is the intended consequence of admission.
Whoa.
Where the freely available YouTube version is available for offline viewing, might I add. It is. Oh my God! No more reading. See, this is why I'm unprepared, because reading.
But see, right there, you're showing the audience that we just kind of do it on the fly, just make it up. Go ahead.
Hey, that was a perfect accident. I'm telling you, this is part of the show. So we're we're just human beings, and there's there might not be anything special about us, so watch at your own risk. So, Ed?
Yes?
I've done a lot on my engine terminal here, and I wish I could share the photos, but my screen share function is not working at all, which sucks.
Maybe one of our vast multitude of listeners that's really technically, brainiac.
Go to Facebook.
Could explain to us why sometimes Hangout you don't have the icons don't show.
Yeah, that's true. I think that Google's just updating the system, and it's a worldwide piece of software. Like, to unleash an update on a piece of software as big as Google Hangouts.
Either that, or it could be your browser. Have you tried logging in with a different browser?
Oh yeah, I'm also using Windows 10.
Oh well.
So that could be it.
Evidently, I will be at some point, since I got the little thing that said, "Hey, we tested your window." It says. Yeah. You can, and at first, and get this, you have a little icon turned up that says, for Windows 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it came up, and at first it was saying, oh, your monitor won't work. I'm like, that's really going to be good.
Yeah,
It makes it hard to fix anything when you can't see it. But then it was like, no, it's not your monitor. It's some other stupid thing, and
July 29th, if you have Windows 7 or Windows 8.1, probably Windows 8 as well, you'll get Windows 10 for free. Windows Home Edition. I think if you had Pro, you'll get the Pro version for free. Also, if you don't, this is something that isn't really known. However, if you've got a computer that you don't know if you've got the license for, like I bought a computer from a computer shop, and it, at some point it was asked if it was a genuine copy, right? So I put that computer into the Windows 10 program, because if you join the Insider program and get Windows 10 and be a part of it, and do the bug submission or just share your configuration with Windows, you'll get the Windows for free also, July 29th. So,
well, mine says my upgrade is reserved. I have nothing to do now.
And actually what it's doing is it's incrementally downloading the large file to your computer if you accept, so that on day one, sure, it takes a long time for it to load. I got a fly issue here.
I could have smart ass about that.
So maybe the professional thing would be to have a piece of spray and just with insecticides. I don't know. It's
incremental downloads.
Yeah. So that you can you can install it on day one, as the industry standard has become. The other thing I heard that it was a torrent type system that it's doing it. So that's kind of cool that they're not even producing. They're just seeding the ISOs. That's cool. Yeah.
All I care about is can I get on, and is my Hangout going to work? Is can I get on Facebook until they ban me?
Yeah. Actually, Facebook is the safe place. You know, they can't ban you, and you can block people from talking crap to you. So it's a plus in my books, you know. I don't want to comment really on what happened this morning.
Okay.
Well, it blows you, like it really, it doesn't make you feel good, right? Like it sucks when people talk like that to you. And
well,
you got the email from that guy yesterday. Well, he replied, and it was nasty what his reply was. So I don't know. Okay, let's move on.
Yes.
I got some big news, and the news is really only going to be available to the viewers of this Raw show. Some of the details I've been keeping private publicly because, you know, I lost a job earlier this year from talking too much about a current client. However, the person that I'm working with right now, because I'm not working for him, is the deal's private. You don't need to know any of that stuff. But he's, you know, he's aware of how the internet works. You know, the guy's been called the president of the internet. You know who I'm talking about. However, I've got a...
Damn, you working with Gore?
No. I think he said he made the internet.
He invented the internet, supposedly. And here I thought it was DARPA did that. Amazing.
Yeah, I know. That's well, the president of the internet has only been given to one person, though. I've heard.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
So we've got a window that we've got to fill in with a model silhouette, and then we're going to follow that with models that I build and send to them. Since I can't share my screen, you want to take on the screen sharing part of this, Ed?
Okay. I can show what you want me to share. I download those two pictures.
Well, we could just cut like you just open up the picture, the financial picture, and we'll just cut from there, and I'll just tell what the location's gonna look like, and we can talk about the theory of how we're gonna design this. And
okay, let me so what you did, you have two pictures, and also have your shapeways, not shapeways, your SketchUp picture too.
So I'm gonna set this up a little bit further. So I've been tasked with building or doing a cover for a window on a TV set, and the set, you know, it's a nice set. They spent lots of money on the set, but however, during the show, you can see cars driving past in the background. And I was watching their show one day, and a comment was made, and an email was sent, and a deal was put together where I was tasked with designing a cover for that window. And what was decided was a skyline of San Francisco. You know, however, you know, if you look at the picture that Ed has up right now, and I'm going to share that, the skyline would take a long time to build. So I had to come up with a plan to first fill up the window in a way so that, you know, the car traffic in the background is hidden, and also, you know, have it so it's tight, so it'll fit in the window. It just won't work if we don't cut it together right. So we're going to cut out some silhouettes of this building. We're not going to cut the building out. We're just going to cut the shape out. And then we're going to put together a mock-up of how we want this thing to look like, to cover the traffic, like I said, and do all those things. However, this show was supposed to be me talking with Ed about doing this, with me sharing my screen, and since I can't do my screen share, luckily, sorry, Ed. Ed's got to take on the design man's lead.
Okay, well, this is actually pretty simple. This is the box that Ron wants to use. And he's got the dimensions, right?
Yeah.
And let me move my icon. When I got two monitors, when I do that, it tends to get confused. So he has a window, and (8 foot 3.5 by 6 foot 1 inches. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So
the 6 foot 1 inch is not the inside box. I just made the inside of the box six foot. Like the dimensions that I'm worried about are inside the box. So it's 99.5 inch along the bottom and 6 foot high and 7 inch wide.
Let's see. You got on architectural. Let's turn this to. Start to fractional. Okay, there. Turn it fractional inches. It doesn't matter. In that, what we're going to cover is how to do this, and Ron can adjust this as needed.
Cool.
Yeah. Let's see something. Look. See, for example, right here, right off in SketchUp. You see that? That needs to be.
I should have that as a group.
That should be a group.
Haha.
See, that way, once it's a group.
I love the way how you just, dragged and dropped that and made it a group, because when you were saying that, before you just did that, I was thinking, yeah, go through and pick every single one.
No. Let me undo that real quick and just show you what I did. First of all.
Hey, there's another image out there.
I don't know. I'm deleting that.
I did that.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy that. I'll show you why in a second. I hit M on my keyboard for move, and see my icon changes to a little. Yeah. I hit the control key. There's a little plus comes up on it. Then I just drag. See, it's on the
cool.
red line. See the red line?
Yeah. Now it's on the plane.
Right, it's on that red plane, which is the X plane. And if you look at the bottom, it says the length is 343 7/16.
Yep.
I'm gonna let go, and I'm just gonna type in 400. That is just no reason other than the fact that I know how far I moved it, right? And the reason I'm doing this is I'm gonna get rid of everything but that window.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm gonna you surround everything. You click above it, you draw a box around it, you right click. I'm gonna explode it because that's what you had. You had separate objects, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I select the whole thing, right click, I go make group. The reason I did that is I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna hit this one, delete that, and I'm just gonna sit there and move, control, and I hold my right arrow and I just hit 400. Maybe we moved it 400.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, the only thing is because this box is in front of this other one. It's it's if I hide that that surface, then you can see. And the reason is now I can, if I want to, I can move that around all day. And it doesn't affect the other screen. All right. So
that's the problem that I had, is I couldn't figure out how to trace the darn building because I couldn't get the move to front. Well, I was looking for, you know, graphic image.
Okay, let's do a little thing here and go window and go. Let's go entity info and window and layers. And what that does is we're going to make 2 layers. We're going to go. I hit the plus. I go box.
Yeah.
I mean, you understand you can call it anything you want.
Yeah.
And I go. Let's go. Sky line. Right.
Yeah.
It's just names. Now watch. I click on that, and I'm going to up here in the layers. I'm going to call that select the box layer.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to select this whole back thing, and I'm going to hold my shift key and click the box. So it's just this part select, just the background, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to call that skyline. Now.
Oh, you attached an image. Oh, okay. Yeah. Physically attached images to the layers.
Well, because I can just deselect a box and it goes away.
Yeah.
I can deselect skyline, it goes away. That's using layers.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're using SketchUp, that's very handy.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, remember we moved.
That's something I would assume happens automatically. Like on Photoshop, you know, you put in a new piece, it automatically makes its own layer for you automatically, you know?
Can.
Well, whatever.
I mean, when you paste a object, you can make it a new layer. You can make it on the same layer, and so on. You have a bunch of choices.
Yeah.
Okay. In SketchUp, the point this is if I wanted to click that and I can hit M for move, no control. I'll hold my right arrow key, which locks it to the x-axis.
Mm-hmm.
I can move it over here, and I say I move it over 150. And then what I do that is just to, it's completely out of the way. I don't have to, I could hide the box or not hide the box. I want to move it back. I just move it back to the left, 150, the exact same place you were at.
Yeah.
But let's not worry about that. Now look at I'm going to delete this. Just get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Right? Now, this is the x-axis. It's the y-axis is the green, and the blue axis is Z. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I say I'm looking at this from the front, it's down the y-axis. You understand that? This is from the top. That's from the front. This would be from the right.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we start drawing on top of this, go camera and change from perspective to parallel projection. Parallel projection means like a isometric drawing.
Okay.
There's no perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go camera, standard views, front. So I'm looking dead on to it, no perspective or anything.
Awesome.
Now before I go any further, this is I stole your copy, so I'm just going to save that. Just so now, you want to get rid of everything in here and make an outline of these buildings.
Yeah.
All right. So,
well, basically the top last section, but yeah.
Okay. Now I'm using my scroll button on my. I'm using my scroll button on my mouse to go in and out. If I press and hold my scroll button, of course, what happens? It does that, right?
Yeah.
We don't want that. We go camera, standard views, front. I hold my shift key, and then when I hold my scroll button down, it allows me to pan.
Cool.
Okay, so I can pan. Let's say in this area right here.
Yeah.
I can hold shift key and move it around. So at this point, I got my line tool, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, your line tool can be the easiest way to get it is just type L, and you got a line tool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna click on that line. There's my, and I click there.
Okay.
Click there. Click there. Click there. There. Now we're getting fuzzy. That's okay because we're just getting an outline, right? Hold my shift key. I come down. See, I'm zoom in. Click there. You see, I can come. See, I want to get that line to line up with that top of that building.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna click past. Hit my space bar to deselect. Right.
Okay.
Hit my L key and look what it does when I'm on the line. See what it does?
Snaps to it.
Snaps to it's red. There's the center of the line when it turns blue. I'm gonna zoom in, and I'm about right there. I click. Now I come down. Now, at this point here, you got your choice because you got a perspective problem in that this is the vertical line, right?
Yeah.
The actual drawing or the photo is actually and the reason is that it's got to do with the way the camera lens and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Like the fish eye.
Yeah. Well, you can either have pin cushion or you can have something. It's to do with the fact that lenses are curved.
Yeah.
And unless you pay a drop of, car, the cost of a small car on a lens, you're not going to get away from that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to go because we're doing a skyline. Let's just do it. It's going to look weird if it's at an angle. Let's just do vertical. Yeah. So I'm just going to come down. See, it's blue. That means it's vertically on the.
Oh, cool.
On the say.
Yeah.
So
even zoomed in, you can see it visually, which is good.
Right. So I guess click there. Come out. See, I zoom. I'm using my mouse. There's the corner of the facing building, right?
Yeah.
In this case, I'm just going to go to my parallel, and I click.
Yeah.
I hit L, which deselects it. There's the corner of the building, right? Right there. I click to lock it.
Yeah.
And I come over here, and I do the same thing. I hit my space bar. Now, see, we can come back.
Yeah, this is a great tip.
Click that line, hit delete. Click the line, hit delete. Now, other thing is, see these little knots in the corner?
Yeah.
That is because the style you're sitting in. Hit styles, not just click something like that. These are, in other words, these are like, does it show when you're making a drawing, is it a line drawing? Is it filled in? Is it does the background show and so on? Oh,
cool.
And it's all artistic things. You can make stuff that looks like a
pencil drawing or whatever.
Yeah, right. So all I did was just because we're against an imported image.
Yeah.
Nothing shows up, but I'm just getting rid of that little knot on the corner. That was a stylistic thing, right?
Oh, it actually looks much different now.
Yeah. Now,
I'll get another duh.
Well, yeah. So we can come in anywhere in here, right? Again.
Oh, look at the perspective there.
But say, we can come past that. That's fine.
Yeah.
And we can say, hit L, choose the line and deselects. Now I can see I'm on the red. And because we're working here, I can start any place. I can come down here and go, okay, and it's down to there and there.
Easy lines. Yeah.
And there. And if you want to come back and add the little pieces, you can always click there and there and there.
No.
And there. See? But we're getting the major lines right now.
Yeah.
So,
and that's basically what the focus is of the piece, is the major lines. Right.
Now, remember, this drawing is underneath. We're like a piece of, you overlay a drawing with a piece of wax paper and you work on top of it.
Yeah, that building doesn't have to stop there.
Well, what I'm saying, it doesn't
stop there.
Right. Well, it doesn't know But what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a little line right there.
Okay.
And what that does, it divides it into 2 lines.
Yeah.
And now I can hit erase. Whoop. Control Z is your friend.
Yeah. I see you're pretty quick on the draw there.
I clicked on the drawing, it deleted it. But it's easy enough to come back and go, oops, and fix it up. Now, see, this comes up. There's like a little roof here, and it comes up.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so I go, well, it looks like it's about there. Looks like the edge is like there. Well, now, again, see, it's on the red line.
Yeah.
I don't mind going over that. Hit L. See, it turns right on the corner. It turns green.
Yeah.
It turns red there, and I go this until it looks like that little shape.
Yeah.
See, hit erase, hit that, hit that.
Oh, wow. Ooh, yeah.
Again.
Control Z. So that obviously meant that wasn't intersected there, yeah.
Right. It was not intersected. But, you know, it's easy enough to hit Control Z, but go back and fix. Again, save. As you always, I tell people, save, save, save.
So how about we make that as a shape on the other side of that tall building, the tall dark building, bring it right down to the horizon or to the bottom of the photo, and cut that section of buildings out as a part of the drawing, because that's something that we could squeeze closer to the.
Now I understand what you're saying. Let's go ahead and we'll just draw this one.
Mm-hmm.
Now say I clicked on that corner right there, it turns green. When I click, I move it around, and I don't care because I'm not looking at where this right here. I'm looking at this where this line is against that shape.
Yeah.
Right? So
this is such a good tip, because everybody, like, this is me. I'm just like everybody else. Like, when I went in there, I tried to do every single thing perfect to the size of the line and everything. And this going past the corner to get the angle perfect with ease speeds up the process, like,
right,
a great deal.
Now see this one here, that building actually, it comes in and it comes out.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to, let's say, click here. See, we're on the red.
Yeah. I see that now.
Right. I'm just setting that. I can come out like this, and then I can sit there and go from here and up there.
Yeah.
See, if you want to come back afterwards and tweak it, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
So, I suppose you want this building to come all the way down.
Try to get that perspective line kind of correct on that one, though.
Okay, well, just in that case, let's move it. Since, see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I'm moving this around, and I click.
Yeah.
Now,
see, I think that perspective lines towards the middle of the scene will look good, because they, you know, if they slightly go out on the TV screen, it might give it more life, more 3D look.
Okay.
Just on the inside, though, like on the other side, it doesn't matter.
Right. So what we did here, I just connected those lines up.
Cool.
Right, to make a shape. Now,
yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of that, and what we're gonna do is click here, click there, click there, click there. Now, Ron said he wants that shape. So what I'm gonna do is this. Look, you notice I moved it a little bit.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll fix that. See what I'm doing? I'm selecting that shape. I go move, control, hold my right arrow, and move it off to one side. I hit space bar, right, and I go right there. And what I'm going to do is hit that and make group. That's so I don't mess up. I go camera, standard views, front. There's that shape. It's saved. We didn't mess with this up, because all I did was I just moved. I could have copied it. I just moved it, you know. So this shape now, that can be moved wherever you want.
Yeah.
Okay. And you notice, by the way, it's on the red axis. It says on the red axis that's your Y.
Uh-huh.
There are 4 arrow keys on your keyboard. There's a left, a right, an up, and down. Right?
Yeah.
If I click that object and I hit move, which is what's the reason the little plus signs come up.
Uh-huh.
If I hold my left arrow key, it won't do anything because we're looking down the Y axis.
Okay.
Right? But if I click this and I hit move and I hold the right arrow key, that's the X axis.
Yeah.
In other words, if I'm looking like this and I hold the left arrow key, so it does, it's locked.
Now it's on the blue axis.
See what it says? Constrained on line. That's because I'm holding the left arrow key.
Oh, okay.
If I hold the right arrow key, it's constrained on that axis. I hold the up arrow or the down arrow key, it's constrained on the blue axis.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's actually the up arrow key. Yeah, so
to get it on the same plane as the image,
I would click it. I would hit move. Remember, we were off on the Y.
Yeah.
See, I click down to it. The little purple dot shows up.
Yeah.
I hold my left arrow key, and I set that. See what it does? It's constrained on line from the point, which means it's on that line.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
See, so if I click the same thing right there, and I hold the up arrow key, it constrains at that point. Now it's lying there.
Yeah.
Okay. So
let's do the pyramid.
So your pyramid, you've got a line that goes, say, from here to there, right?
Yeah.
Again, what I do is I hit my L key, which reselects the line tool, but it deselects the one I just drew.
Yeah.
Because what it is, if you don't, what happens is if you're doing like this,
it'll make a new line.
See what it does?
Yeah. That screws me up like crazy.
Hit the L key and it reselects it from the start. See what I'm doing? It happens to be blue. It's because in the middle it just happens. That's no big deal. So you say, okay, it's about right there, right?
Yeah.
Click to set it. Hit the space bar to get rid of the selection. Come up here. And now this point here, you can say, okay, it's about right there, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Now, what if we say, what is this in line with this, right? Hit your T for tape measure.
Mm-hmm.
Double click. See? And it goes all the way to the bottom. So that line, although we drew the line just down to this point.
Yeah.
I'm going to say a new line. I'm going to come in. We just put a tape measure tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns. Also, it's on the line. Click. It sets that line perfectly.
Oh, sweet.
We can do the same thing here. In other words, if we click a line, how do you know that this? It looks like it's on the same line as this one up here.
Yeah.
But you're guessing, right?
Yeah.
Right. But instead, you click a T for tape measure. So it turns. I double click. So that means this guideline is in line with this line.
Yeah.
Then by clicking here, I go down that guideline and click. It's exactly set. I can go down actually further because I don't know where the bottom of that pyramid is.
Well, actually, you could bring a line over from the other building.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
We cut it. Yeah.
I'm just saying them completely down. You can cut this off wherever you want. Say, in other words, if I do it right.
Oh that's a good idea. Oh, you're thinking better than I am, Ed.
Say, you get rid of the stuff, the extras.
Yeah.
Right. I highlight it. I go move, control. And I constrain it to the x-axis by holding the right arrow key, and I move that over here. I go right click, I go make group.
Awesome.
I go file, save. Now again, these are once you got them, move it where you want to. So and since they're grouped, they don't stick to each other.
Yeah.
You can move it around, you can move it up and down, and so on. It don't care.
So
What?
I think the last bit would be the buildings that are behind the pyramid over to like cut out the last building. Like, okay, I wish I could share my screen, for crying out loud.
You're talking about these buildings?
Yeah, because if we cut those out, I think that this picture is too wide.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I know what you're saying is that you can slide them around. That's no biggie.
Yeah.
We did this building here.
Yeah.
We did the pyramid. So let's do these buildings right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just start with this guy. Scroll in, click. Now, see, there is but see, this thing's actually a step. You notice that?
Yeah.
Well, what we're going to do is we're just going to put a guideline. We're going to do we can always delete it. Just do this. Click here. And there's your curvature in your lens. See that?
Holy smokes, eh?
Yeah. Well, you know. But we're only doing the outside, so we can go, okay, it goes like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. We can say there, it goes down, let's say there, there. In other words, this comes across here, but then you got like an arc. It goes from, oh, I'm sorry, I click A for arc. Click there, so it makes an arc. So I drag it up until it.
Oh, that's
happy.
nice, eh?
Okay.
Sweet.
This one here is actually also. Now this one goes up. It looks like it goes from here to there. Again, once this is drawn, we can come back and modify this as necessary, right? So
you don't need to go down. Just do the horizon.
Right. Well, we can cut that off.
Okay.
I go down further. See, I did arc again. See?
Oh, it did it automatically from the other angle?
Well, it's
because it looked a lot easier that time.
It depends on where the 2 points are.
Yeah.
You know, I just undid that. If I hit arc A, it says that this is
perfect. Yeah.
It makes it happy. Why? I don't know. It just does.
Makes me happy too.
I double click and I set that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we can say hit L for line, and this. Now, you want this building there, correct?
And the one behind it.
This one right there?
Yeah. Just
right.
We're cutting out the skyline.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm just, you know.
Leave all the possibilities in there for constantly sending them new buildings to fit into the silhouette.
Now. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is where the good jazz music comes in.
Right.
What's your taste in music, Ed?
I like classical.
Okay.
I'll listen to most anything except for
Rap.
except for rap.
I'm the
I
same.
should, and
Well, I listen
there,
to the Beastie Boys.
there are a couple of, I've actually heard some rap that was pretty good, but it was because the guy actually had music and he had rhythm.
Tupac.
You know, it's just,
Yeah.
if a guy has talent, then it's not the same thing as just somebody that makes it sound like a damn army cadence. Okay. Just because you can talk nasty and you can carry a rhythm, it doesn't do anything for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's the way it is. If you don't like that, well, you can unfriend me from Facebook. You know, I'm serious.
Which is your right. There's lots of rights these days. I didn't go there. I really didn't.
Well, you know, I'm just saying, if you don't like the fact that I don't like rap music, that's fine. Go away.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want.
I listen to CBC Radio 2 for most of the day while I'm on site, and I like it. Because it's got classical music in the morning, and then afternoon it starts getting into jazz, and then
See, you know, it's like big band music is cool. From those days, you know. So I don't have any special thing that I listen to. It's just whatever.
Yeah, that brings me that you know, that like I like a variety of music. That's the kind of music I like. You know.
I'm going over, but it's just so I can say I can go, because again, I'm not worried too much about. We're worried about
the
if you're too far
boundaries.
If you're too far angled, then the human eye is going to pick it up and go, something don't look right about that.
Yeah.
Right.
Why is that one building falling over?
Right. I mean, there's some architects that probably do it on purpose, but in general,
Italy, it wasn't built that way, but now it's on purpose. The Leaning Tower of Pisa.
My dad told me one time that he was there during the war, Second World War, and that he put his initials on that thing. And my mom, of course,
no.
My mom says, "Sacrilege!" You know, it's like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh well, okay. I say that's real life. It's not, you know. Would you? Is it considered to be cool nowadays? No, but come on, he was country boy.
Yeah.
It was like what they did.
What was your dad in the army? Like
he was.
Was it the army?
Yeah, he was. What was he? He was. I'm trying to think. He was in anti-aircraft, something like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't. It's been so long. He told me. I think he was anti-aircraft, I believe, during the war.
So you're hitting on the corner there, and it basically takes both of them.
Yeah, I'm just deleting the little excess stuff off. And we got a pyramid there, so we got a building here if we wanted to.
Let's cut over to the one below.
The what now?
That's the one with the red sign on it. Or no, the one below it. Yeah, that one where the eraser is now.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go down from there.
You mean right from here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That way we can use it in like little blocks that can be tightened up a lot more.
Okay, let's double click.
Oh, cool.
Well, we don't have to keep that.
No.
But in other words, like this one goes up to there, 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 to there. Let's say over like that, you know. But again, once you get it in SketchUp, you can do whatever you want to with it, right?
Yeah.
In other words, why did that?
So I think that chunk of buildings is going to be the major focus area, and those other two, the first two buildings we did, are going to be overlaid somehow or encasing those buildings. And those buildings are going to be about 4 feet. Is going to be the center of those buildings, and then the other two, the first two buildings we made, really got to name them: the pyramid and the financial building.
Sure.
will be the encasements. The idea is that, you know, I either get the houses that were in that I showed you in that other photo in a future, you know, if I send that to them in the future, that's the goal. But the minor goal would be getting the Golden Gate Bridge out front too, which I'm sure could be made in about an inch or so. Oh, that looks beautiful.
So
that is awesome, Ed. So you gonna? Oh, okay.
now, so I'm just now. It's easier to save it if we move a copy, because you can see the little glitches and stuff. See, like that.
Yeah.
Oh. And you can go in there and go, well, I want that building to, you know, I want to, no, don't worry about that. You're just an outline. If you go, well, I would like that building to come down like this, you know.
Put more texture into it, yeah.
Now, I mean, I'm not going to do it because, like, but if you want to say this building here and you go, well, what if this, you want a little thing there, you know?
Yeah.
That
totally adds to the skyline there, you know, like or like a water tower, you know.
Right.
Well, I'm not telling you to put it in, but I could put in an image of a water tower, trace it, make it a group, and throw it on one of those buildings.
Well, and it's just like this. I can go, you know, I can stick that wherever you want.
Yeah. That wasn't cut down to the bottom of the picture, so it should go up.
Well, it can go up, but we can also, for example, let's do this. I'm going to go hit Control and right just to make a copy just to show you, right? I'm going to hit S for scale. Space. That easy.
Dun, 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 dun. Yes.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's now, because that building here was like a little bit crooked, that's fine, you know, and you can overlay it. If you
how does that? Yeah, let's make copies of all those, because that looks so good. Oh my God.
Well, I hit that. I hit S for scale.
Yeah.
I can uniform scale about opposite point. I can.
No, but I'm pretty much saying I'm buying that silhouette right there.
Green scale.
That looks beautiful.
If you said, man, I wish I had that same thing but flipped. Watch this. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna drag it completely through itself and let go.
Awesome.
That's how you make a mirror in.
It seems so easy to use, and like watching this video, going through this with you. You know, next time I go in, I'm gonna start using these keyboard shortcuts.
It's just like right there. I'm gonna hit S. Right? You say, I wish that tower was bigger.
A little bigger. Yeah.
Right now, see, I'm just grabbing the top thing,
Yeah. Want her thicker? Pull
Well,
her
if I
out a
want,
bit.
say, if a uniform scale,
Yeah.
say, all right, say it's uniform scale against opposite point, it's green scale about opposite point, red scale about opposite point. See?
Yeah.
Control Z, Control Z. Um,
Oh, this is very cool.
so
group those. Could you? Oh, yeah. You've
what?
already got two of
Raise?
those.
No, okay.
Yeah.
I go move, control. So I selected them all. I'm just gonna move it out of the way, right? I can group that. Yes, sir. Right there.
How does that look in the window frame?
Now remember, it's a group, right?
Yeah. So it can be scaled.
Scale.
Yes. That looks pretty good, doesn't it, Ed?
Yeah, looks pretty good to me.
Holy smokes.
See, you hit that. I hit S for scale, and you go, well, I want this, but I want a little narrower. See?
Yeah.
Or you can sit there and go just the vertical line. So you can do it as much as you want. You go boom.
Yeah.
Or you want
that's good because that side of the window where the I'm just talking about the design myself. Oh my god. That was so easy.
well, it's once you learn how, it's not that hard.
Yeah. Exactly.
In other words, this thing here is that's
pyramid's taller than the financial building.
yeah. Well, again,
that's ADD for you, brother.
right now, so I double click. Now, maybe each of these is a separate group, right?
Yeah.
So until you ungroup them, you can go, okay, make it smaller or make it
right up to the top of the frame.
That's just once you got it like you want.
Yeah,
right?
That looks perfect.
Then I would explode. I would explode.
Get rid of those lines. Yeah. Yeah.
Now I didn't explode the original because I'm just playing here, right?
Don't save play.
See,
I'm talking my primitive tech talk. Save the play.
but it's
that's beautiful, Ed.
And you say, what would it look like? And the reason there's two pieces here is because remember this building here is an angle.
There's a profile on that.
Right.
You'd have to cut that off at a certain point, but I like that it's separate.
I could sit there and do it like that and just draw a line from there, which would fill it in. You could sit there and do that. See,
yeah.
It's that easy, right?
Yeah.
And notice what I did?
Yeah.
No,
I didn't. What did you just do?
All right. See, it's like a blue cast to it.
Yeah. Oh, you just put a new skin on it.
No. SketchUp sees that as an inside surface.
Yeah.
I go right click, I go reverse faces, and go white. And what that is, I'll show you in a minute. Let's by the way, that was B. Just the letter B brings up your bucket.
Oh, okay.
All right. So let's move him out of the way. All right, we can sit there and now let's go that and let's go reverse faces and let's say you could do it, you could sit there and you could go
Sky
now
blue.
you can actually bring in a graphic. You could actually bring a graphic in. Let's make that a group. All right. Now, here's the deal. You say you got 2 layers here.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the same plane. How do you move the model to the front?
Well,
you can't share the same coordinate, so you got to move it forward by a pixel. It's not a pixel, but
what I would do was
pull it out 1/8 of an inch, because that's how big the board's going to be.
You could sit there and go, okay, hit P for pull, hit Control to make a new plane.
Mm-hmm.
Hold your left arrow key, right?
Yeah.
Pull it out
to show the direction, and then you can enter a number.
I entered 0.125.
Okay.
Now
that's 1.25 inches.
0.125 is 1/8. Jeez.
I'm thick. It's the French in me. I'm sorry.
Let's do this. Let's make that a light gray, because you can actually see. Because see, there's the 1/8 of an inch.
Beauty. Oh, cool.
Okay. And I just made it gray simply because black, you can't see the depth. You know, it's just the visual thing. You know.
So now looking at that, you know, like how wide, like if I made the bridge, how wide do you think it could be squeezed down to by force perspective? You know, like could it be made in 2 inches? Probably, yeah.
Well, I mean, you're sitting.
It could be made perfectly flat, 1/8 inch, really, if you use force perspective properly.
Oh, you're talking about the front to back.
Yeah, because I've only got 7 inches of space, and the 1/8 inch board that this back silhouette is gonna have to be put on rigid. It's got to be made rigid somehow. So I'm gonna have to use I don't know. Probably have to get some particle board, which would be about 1/2 inch particle board, so that back section will be 1 inch and 1/8, or maybe 5/8 minimum.
Golden Gate
5/8.
Bridge.
Oh, I didn't send you one. Because the Golden Gate Bridge would be the money shot. Like he doesn't want a view from an old show somewhere, like. So I think that was a Full House view.
Okay. Which one you talking about? One like this?
The last one in that row.
That one?
Yeah. I don't know if that's the perspective I need. But then we could flip its point of view too.
Let's try something real quick here. Just for giggles. Let's go to.
Say it, shits and giggles. We're amateurs.
I'm gonna go 3D a warehouse and go.
Oh my God! No way. Chances of this are good.
Well, help if I could actually type. Jeez.
Google always already has you covered.
So you've got all these Golden Gate Bridge are in Sketch. You can download these in the SketchUp, and then you can play it. So basically, let's take.
Holy shit balls!
Let's just try that one. Let's go download. Go download. We'll set. a SketchUp 7. We'll put it in, and,
this is the good stuff.
So there, hit that. Let me get that out of the way. Let me bring SketchUp back up, and we're going to go. We're going to do a new instance first of the thing, right? Because I don't know what scale it's in.
Yeah, it could be way out of proportion.
It could be in full scale.
Yeah.
I don't know. What we're going to do is we're going to go a new instance of SketchUp. I'm saying my other window. Just give me a second here. I'm actually on my small monitor, but all right. File, open. I put your folder that I called it SketchUp. I called it Skyline Red 4. Okay. Yeah. There's your bridge. How big is this? Let's see. 111.49 meters. Did I just lose you?
No, you didn't.
Okay. All right. So that's evidently full size.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that ain't no biggie. I mean, you can
reduce it.
Well, it says 5.43 meters, which is about 15 foot. Yeah, that's about full size. Okay. Now, how are you talking about doing this? Don't worry about the dimensions. That's Mock's next. It's a SketchUp.
Let me bring up my Google list of photos.
What I'm asking is, in this, your little box right here, how much of that box do you want the bridge to be in, and at what angle?
Yeah, I'm gonna share a link with you for the image that I was thinking of. Well, there's two images that I love. So, and this is totally breaking the boundaries of forced perspective. This first image, I'm placing the link in chat for you.
Jesus. Okay. All right.
Then there's another one. I gotta.
Well, first of all,
that wouldn't work.
There's what he just shared. Right. Let's do this. Let's move this, and I'm gonna make that smaller. Let me move this.
So.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Just my OCD comment is the perspective has to be mirrored because the pyramid building is on the other side of the photo.
Whatever. God. Jesus.
You know, some of my problems are the reasons why I am an accomplished modeler.
Yeah.
That looks so cool. It's not funny.
So let's suppose, first of all, let's suppose you want, are we talking about filling this entire, turn it back to perspective. So let's say we want that bridge to go from, you want to fill across this entire front with the black background behind it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a separate layer that is a possible addition.
Yeah, I understand. We'll just make that. So we got 101 inches across, right?
Yeah.
So let's look at our model here. We say we want this here. So let's say, just start off, just for the hell of it. Hit T for, we're going to go, I don't want 111 meters. I want 100 inches. And I go edit, copy. I go, where's the other drawing? I go edit. It didn't copy. A second. Edit, copy. Okay, it copied that time. I go edit, paste.
Oh, that looks cool too.
Well, so we made it so it was a now you're going to have force perspective. You can only have how many inches?
7.
Okay.
7.5.
Let's do this. Let's make a copy so we can play with it without having to reload the other one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 7.5 inches from the face here.
Well, that box is 7-inch, but I figure a 1/2 inch of girth can be used.
So you're saying that come on.
But then considering that the back panel is probably going to be 5/8, I imagine that we've lost our 1/2 inch already.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Just start off and go right here. 7 inches. That's our 7-inch. Our entire oh, it's not at. We need to get the angle correct.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that first. Now I'm going to grab the corner, right? Move it around so it's right on that line. Right there, right?
Yeah.
Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a tool. See this little, it's called the rotate tool.
Yeah.
I'm going to, it's on the blue plane. See it turns purple around that line?
Yeah.
Right there. I want it. Now, it wants to move on me, right? So I'm going to hold the shift key, which locks it to that plane.
Sure.
Right? I click there. I click there, and I move it around and click. That sets it right there.
So it's straight, yeah.
All right. Now, and we want this thing.
We want this thing to be 1.5 inches if it can be.
Well, let's start with 7 inches.
Yeah, to see what it would look like.
And what I'm going to do is, just to make it easier, I'm drawing a line at 7 inches. That's so I know what I'm doing.
Oh, I have an idea.
There. it probably won't be what you want.
No, but what I'm thinking is we use the front profile of the bridge and cut the back, like there's only use the front line, not the two posts. Then that could be put on at an angle. Oh my gosh. Because the possibility that is all we need is one of those hanging standards, and have two suggested line those bulk hanging poles or whatever they're called. I should really look up these things.
The problem.
Hanging poles. As a matter of fact, a story from my life, my Pepe, which is grandfather in French Canadian, is used to change the lights on a bridge like that called the Ambassador Bridge in between Windsor and Detroit. He used to walk up those things, which, oh my God, I couldn't imagine doing.
No.
Nah, not gonna do it.
Nope. Let's get rid of that right there, just to start with. No.
If you do a side profile view, you could box it better.
You're talking about M for move. Now I'm just going to move it. If you look down here in the box.
Yeah.
I move it to it says 0. All right.
There you go.
Now, let's try S scale. Let's go camera, parallel projection, camera, standard view, front.
Now, if we scaled it so that I really need to look up one. So that's a suspension hangers. I'm going to guess on that one again, but it's a suspension bridge. So maybe if we get the suspension part to the edge, you know how it breaks off there?
Suspension part to the edge.
The big bulk wires, yeah.
Those, okay.
Yeah. If we pulled those to the edge of the wood, and then so if the bridge was just a little bit taller. That's only about a ½ inch, that bridge. How big is? Oh, that's too many questions. Just continue on.
Talking about doing something like that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So if I grab it on the end, it just stretches it out, right?
Yeah.
I got it.
Grab it there at perspective.
Right.
Scales properly.
Uniform scale about the opposite point is what it says. More like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we need to get rid of that green stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move this out. I'm going to explode. Well, we double click now. See, the thing is, I don't want to delete any of the bridge. I just want to. There we go.
In proportion, that kind of looks like about an inch. The roadway looks kind of like an inch.
Well, let's look. We'll see. 1 second. Let me.
I know.
Let me finish.
Inside the bridge, eh?
Well, it's because no. Well, because see, part of this is that land is down here, part of the bridge.
Yeah. Sharing a plane with the bridge.
It is appears to be about 1 1/4 inches.
Yeah. It's getting
Now
tasty.
Huh?
That's getting pretty nice.
I mean, yeah, that fits within your
How much would it be to 3D print that model?
well,
Sure, the budget's there.
$3.49 a cubic centimeter for FUD. I'd have to.
Be lots of painting involved with filling on that. But then, you know, paint it from the inside out. You know, paint the road deck first. That's on the inside of the wires. Try to clean the wires off a bit with the paint. Probably mask them when I paint the road bed. Road bed doesn't need to have the traffic lines on it. I'll bet you this is exactly what he was thinking. Yeah.
I probably need to reduce the rescale it just a little bit.
And the last portion of that would be just like that, and then putting those the big cement structures that anchor the wires would be like the defining detail on the edge of the kit. You know, the back silhouette and the bridge. Oh my gosh!
I kind of like it. I like it red like that.
I'm pretty sure it's green.
Actually,
yeah.
I think it's orange.
Oh yeah, let me look at these pictures for crying out loud. Oh, it is orange. You can change it orange in SketchUp. Does SketchUp have the eyedropper tool?
The eyedropper tool. You mean like selecting a color?
Yeah.
What you do, if I go B and I hold the Alt key.
Oh.
See the little thing? See
Yeah.
up here? If I click there, it turns black. If I click there, it turns orange.
Oh, cool. So you could you could put in a color palette photo and select the colors perfectly.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's scale this a little more.
Wow. I'm in love, Ed. Like my heart's racing. It looks good.
Okay. That's kind of neat with the black background and the proper, you know, orange color on the bridge.
Yeah, and it's a perfect stage 1 goal. You know, like perfect.
And the bridge really for the model is not that complicated. You got these towers.
Yeah, which are a solid color. Yeah.
Well, they're concrete or stone or something. But I'm saying
those in the images.
Oh, steel. Maybe they're steel.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, what I was trying to say were.
Sorry.
Well, no, I was just saying that's for modeling. That's just two big shapes. The road bed, and then you got it gets complicated in there. But the rest of this is just these big wires with the things hanging down.
Like when you go to Disney to find a model there, you know, these are models that are modeled in perspective, not by scale size. You know, whereas an engine can be modeled in scale size, the buildings don't have to be scale at all, you know, especially farther back into the scene, you know, and this is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Well, the one thing I keep telling people about SketchUp is that you can use it to virtual model your structures, because you can make all the mistakes like this, and then you're getting okay. That's 100 inches. That gives you the size of the bridge model, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We can even you can even print. You could actually, if you had a big plotter, you could actually print this full. You could actually print these, glue it to something, cut them out. You know.
Well, that's the thing. Like in San Francisco, there's hacker spaces that have full CNC machines and laser cutters and even 3D printers that probably would do this over a CNC kind of architecture.
Well, what you could do. Let me bring this out just a second, because I want to get rid of everything except the.
Can you save that?
File. Save.
Thank you.
What I want to do is get rid of the
box. Yeah.
Everything but that, right? And I want to hide that. Okay. So that is just and let's suppose that you wanted to print that.
That could be made out of plexiglass. That could be rigid. Oh.
You could. How about this? What if you did have plexiglass and you had multiple LEDs you could change color?
Hell yeah.
And you could sit there and change it from red to blue to green or whatever you wanted with a little control.
Well, what I would see would be we would get an MDF board that we box off and make light boxes for different things, and that would be screwed on to the plexiglass thing.
Well, what I was thinking,
background.
If you had this as a light box with it painted black behind it, with no lights on, you'd have your black. You turn your lights on, you know, you turn blues or reds or whatever color you wanted.
Yeah.
You know, so what I was going to say was, what I was trying to show you here was, what's this? I'm going to go to Window, Styles, and let's just do that. All right?
Yeah.
Actually, I want to hide all that now. I want to come to this, and I'm going to go camera, parallel, camera, standard views, front, and I go, well, I want to print it off. So I go file, I go print setup, and I say it's on my network printer. I go, okay. I go file, print preview. It's 133 pages.
Oh my God.
Well, because it's in a printout 12 inches and SketchUp 12 inches. And what you start getting is, now some of this is
just plain blank sky.
Because probably, there we go. See that? Go. Let's go. See what was previous page. See, there was part of your
pyramid.
Yeah, and like any printer, you can not print certain pages. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, you'd have to mess it around till you figured out what was going on here. Because if I was going to do this, what I would do would be to export this as a drawing. Okay.
SVG.
Well, I would 2D graphic. I would actually probably use a PNG or a TIFF. Let's just say PNG, right?
Yeah. And
I want to export it to. No, so we're just playing on the fly here, right?
Yeah.
You understand there's more to it than you would take more time to do it right and all that. But let's say it's got a test PNG. We're going to export it. Close that. Open up my Paint Shop Pro. Let's go. We had that under. What did we put? It was under SketchUp and Skyline. And open that. Hit edit. Now, when you export, you can tell it how big the graphic can be. You understand? We also weren't full screen and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'll show you in 1 second here. So, I'm just
tightening up the canvas.
Yeah, and this is only 1,000 pixels. Is what I'm saying is when you go to this, first of all, Control Shift E gives you full screen. Right. I go File, Export, a 2D graphic. Down here, I go Options. Say I can make it. I say 10,000. Well, whatever. It may not go that big. Let's say.
It says, yeah, you gotta unclick that.
Okay, well, it won't go up to 9.
You're one off. One.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna overwrite that. It's probably a good size file. Is it finished yet? Yeah, okay. So now, we're skipping all over the place here, right?
Yeah.
But go. I was in a manage screen. Okay. It's 9 blah blah blah. There it is. You can barely, because the lines are so small, right?
Yeah.
So you could save this and take it to somebody's got a plotter. What I'm saying is, there's a website. When I was doing a background, if you go to let me show you real quick here. If I bring up.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it to a sign shop.
Okay, yeah, they got all that stuff, dude.
They've got plexiglass. They do that kind of thing all the time. So I want an image that is gonna work for them.
Right. So with an image that's 9,999 pixels, there's no problem in getting a very good printout the entire size you need. You just print it out, tape it down, cut it out, you know, however you want to do your stuff.
Yeah.
That's no biggie. So what I was just, that's what I was going to show you was for the gentle readers or gentle watchers that's watching this. If you didn't want to take it to the sign shop, there's a way around that. And if I did a thing here on when I did a do-it-yourself backdrop, and what I did was there's a website that you can upload a graphic to, and they will create a PDF and basically do a DIY banner or backdrop.
Really?
This place right here. It has to be, the caveat, it has to be 1 megabyte or less. If it's larger than that, you gotta, you know, buy it. No, you know what I'm saying. It's basically, it's free. Say here, and what it is, you upload the image, and then and I don't know how big that file was we just had.
Oh, really? This looks cool.
But
the ADD in me is telling me that my kids are gonna love this.
Well, let's real quick. Let's go to this, and we saved right there. Right, it was a test PNG.
Yeah.
And that is
7K.
Now, well, I guess it is because it's just little dots, right? It's not no colors to it.
Holy smokes!
Is that correct? Apparently, let's try it. Let's try it. Get started. Upload your image. Test PNG. Ah!
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, I can only use that. Well, JPEG. I'll see how big the JPEG is then. File. Save as. JPEG. Options. Run optimizer. Where's the size at? Okay, so it's compressed is 1.343. So let's see. Oh, we gotta go the other direction. I'm sorry. Come on. Don't want to compress. Why is it not compressing? Explain to me.
I don't know.
I guess it's not going to compress much because it's that little line. It's like
maybe try the wizard.
I am using the wizard.
Oh.
It's not compressing that line. See, the only thing is the line itself.
Yeah.
I can get down to 1.2. Oh, let's do this. Let's go. Let's go down to, let's say 6,000 pixels. You know, we're just playing here, right?
Yeah.
File. Save as. The JPEG. Options. Optimizer. Yeah, it's so 6,000 was easy. Let's see. So we're down to 500. Okay, we'll say okay, fine. Save. Okay, let's go back to our website. Wah! Upload your image. Test JPEG. It open. Okay, see. We didn't tell it. Oh, I'm saying it's using, because we're using the A4 paper. See here?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, we're using letter paper. If, let's say, so what I'm saying, by going more pages, you get, that's 5 pages, and each of them are what, 8 inches?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 40 inches wide, right? If you go 10 pages premium, say 10 pages be 80 inches wide. See how it works?
Yeah.
Of course, premium is not free. You can, it costs you $5. That ain't no bad. You know, I mean,
for the whole thing?
What, no, you download. This creates a PDF.
Oh,
so
see.
It's a PDF with 10 pages by 3.5 pages on
Yeah.
letter size. See, it's set for portrait, it's set for letter.
I see.
What they're doing, they're selling you up to a point, say what it is, up to 5 pages wide is free download.
Yeah.
You want 10 pages wide, you got to pay the guys $5. Why not? They're providing a service.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can go, remember,
exactly.
now we're saying, let's say we go landscape, right? 8.5, we're talking about letter, 8.5 by 11.
So that'd be wider. You'd be able to go wider if it's 10 pages.
10 pages, 9, what is,
it was 80 inches, I think, for 10 on the.
No, I was thinking about you were 101 inches, right?
I was 99.5 is the inside measurement.
11 inches times 9, it would be 99 inches.
Yeah.
See? And that drawing that we just uploaded, but see, we're going by the width because the height was against a blue background, right?
Yeah.
So that would cost you $5, and they would send you a PDF that would have all those pages as a PDF, and you could print them off in your printer.
No doubt. That's a great idea.
So, I mean, that's just one of the online things I was. I used that when I did my my DIY backdrop. See how they do? Yeah.
Yeah.
When I did my
this is a great idea, though.
Let's go to like the 5.
You could take that PDF right to your local printing place, and you get that done easily.
You could, but in this case, you wouldn't have to do it into letter size pages. This is so you print on your own printer.
Yeah.
If you're going to go to the place uptown, just take the whole graphic.
Yeah.
And let them do their thing. But I said no, not premium. I said just 5 pages wide, right?
Yeah.
Right. And so I create my poster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've read the thing. Okay, click. You always got to click. It's probably you won't have any Nazi emblems or.
Well, they're recording your image, and you've got to accept that.
Download your poster. Okay, so we're going to put it. Save it, right? Open up the PDF. There's your PDF with all your stuff.
Yeah.
And you print that off on your home computer, on your home printer. Now in this case here, it's only 55 inches wide, right? Because we didn't go the premium.
Yeah.
If you wanted 99 inches wide, you'd pay the $5. You would download a PDF with all your, and you just print them off on your printer.
Yeah.
That's just one.
Smokes.
That's just one of those little things, you know. And I got no problem. These guys provide a service, and you say, "Oh, I'd rather have it 99 inches wide." I'd say, "Okay," and then you pay the poor guys who put this website up $5, and they get that was 21 pages.
Yeah.
So you're probably talking about 80 pages because it's gonna be twice. You know, yeah, it's gonna be twice as big, twice as. So you'd be like an 80-page PDF. You know.
Yeah. No, today's society is all about paying the machine and not paying the craftsman, you know? Like
Yeah.
people are right into spending money on their iPhones, hundreds of dollars on this, hundreds of dollars on that. But when there's a real worth coming from a craftsman or you know, an artist of some sort, it just, you know, like, and programmers are artists, you know, like they make a piece of software and you've got to pay to use it. Well, and most of the time they give you a free option, but you know, you should pay
Well, here's the
to
deal.
make sure that this is continued.
There's my little backdrop I made. Created from Shorpy Pictures.
Yeah.
Uploaded to that website, downloaded the PDF, and printed it off on my computer.
It looks great.
And what I did was this distance from here to here, right? And by the way, that's a SketchUp building right there. But this is like 3 Shorpy pictures, and it was made to fit this. If you now, I was talking about the cool pictures in Shorpy.
Yeah.
There's the main pictures I used right there. If you have the picture I used this part here over to in this area here, right?
Yeah.
I cropped out all the boats.
Yeah.
And then I'm sorry, go back one. I also used this part here. I used this whole little section here.
Oh, you colorized it
and
too.
I colorized it. Yes, I did.
Oh.
I talk about, and so what I do is I glued this to the left side of that, crop the bottom, change the perspective. So I go through what I did.
Yeah, step by step.
But what I did, I cropped out just that part. Say up above, right? And I let the steam in there. I didn't care about that because
that's life.
Well, because this is supposed to be in the old days. But see what I did? I
cropped that part out.
Actually, I flipped. What I did was I took the part on the left and I flipped part of the drawing around. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I took the last third and removed that from photo and enlarged that third. So I cropped the last third and enlarged it, and then glued it back. And then I had a border, and then I took the. Anyway, I walked through how I did it, and
popped her on
because this whole thing had to fit in a specific place. In other words, if it was actually, if I show you real quick here, say graphics, this was that. See, that was backdrop. No. It was in this little area back here. I was trying to find the.
Is that when you started this layout in 2013?
Yeah, more or less. Here's where I was working on, and that was just a single print. I was just kind of eyeballing stuff
for sizes.
Yeah. No, I don't want to save it. I was still not. Actually, my bridge. The bridge actually probably show it better. That would be under structures, bridges, city bridge. So anyway, so what it's doing is filling in this little behind the bridge. See?
Yeah.
So I had what it was. I had a specific area, and the reason that this thing was shaped like this because my cliff comes right here.
Yeah.
The bridge comes across here, and this is one little area in the back of the thing, you know. So actually, I may have a better picture if I go to. Come on. There we go. I was actually no. Projects, structures, bridges, city bridge. What I'm trying to do is find. Okay, I had this area here.
Yeah.
There we go. See, there it is where I'm gluing. Because what I'm doing is that's why they had a little step in it.
Yeah, you didn't need to do behind those.
Right. So, like I said, that's actually a SketchUp drawing here. So what that is there's my abutments and you see what's doing. This is a backdrop for the stuff up front.
Yeah.
And trying to work on
adds context to it instead of being lost into nowhere, kind of.
Well, and the thing is, you're wanting to get by playing around. You were talking about perspective.
Yeah.
By I'm trying to see where the end of this stupid thing is. Oh, this is the bridge, by the way, that evidently the next issue of RMC is going to mention this. Our link to this. Yeah, link to City Bridge. This article right here. I should get a boost in.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. But
if you ever stop hanging out with me, are you going to be found as an amateur?
Well, actually,
no matter where you're published.
Actually, because I'm going to, I actually engineered this, right?
Yeah.
I added a little thing to the let's get past all that. Nobody cares about all that. I added this right here this morning. I'm not an engineer. The fun is what I call Imagineering. I am just having fun. Read from books dating from the late 1800s to the early 1900s, applying what I can to my modeling. I like this, trying to understand what these books were trying to tell me. To me, this can be as enjoyable as the actual modeling. You're reading this. What? If you reading this, man, I can't write. Are an engineer, so I try. If you read this, you are an engineer, are a mathematician, or have knowledge of the subject, then be nice. Reply back to the appropriate page, pointing out errors. I will look at what you have to say, and if convinced, we'll update them. I'm just playing here. Don't, some people will be like, you made a mistake in your math. It's like what it says. You are an engineer. You are an engineer. Okay. I'm having fun here. I'm enjoying life.
Yeah.
Point out to me what mistake I made. Explain to me where I'm mistaken. Because see
the specific thing that I'd like to point out is state it in such a way that you convince me, you know? Like, state it in a way where I'm going to be interested.
Well, well, for example, if I, real quick, let me skip up here to the part where I'm actually designing the bridge, right? And what I'm doing is this is from one of the books. This is actual that the engineers use to design bridges, right? Plate girder bridge design handbook. The economical depth of plate girders for the railroad bridges has been established by practice. This is like, if we go to number one, I'll show you in a second. For the heavier loadings, the following formula gives the close results. Height equals 1/12 plus 1.5 foot, where the L is equal to span in feet.
Mm-hmm.
That is from a book called the Design of Steel Bridges, Theory and Practice, published in 1915. This is a guide for engineers.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book that actually shows with the flange plates. The width of the flange plates is generally made a proportion of the span and must be sufficient to fit lateral buckling and compression flange. The usual proportion is to make the width from 1/13 to 1/40 of the span. So in here, I'm using the numbers from the the design of typical steel railroad elementary codes for engineers, students, and draftsmen, published 1908. General specification for steel railroad bridge and structure with a section making it applicable to highway bridges from 1906. The practical design of plate girder bridges, 1920. Well, these are the books that the guy would have been dog-earing designing the stupid bridges.
Well, at one time it would have been the stuff taught in schools.
Yes. So what I'm doing is not being an engineering student, not being an engineer, but I'm pulling this information out. I'm talking about Cooper's loading, talking about all this sort of stuff. They talk about spacing of the bracing. They talk about all this, the gussets. I just didn't pull this stuff out of my butt.
Yeah.
It's just
the problem is that you can share too much these days.
Well,
it seems, people get jealous because they might have some kind of perceived skill over you. However, they might not have the skill of sharing.
It doesn't bother me. For example, they're showing here the length of the cover plates, right? The cover plates are these.
Yeah.
That's your cover plate, okay?
Yeah.
On top of your girder.
Yeah.
And what they did is they draw this diagram up, and by
show this.
What they said was, you fill in the numbers, right? And then you read down, and it shows you where the cover plates are.
Yeah.
To calculate the length of the cover plates, a movement curve is drawn, which is divided proportionally to the various parts making up the flange, where the theoretical length of a cover plate is found by adding 6 for light, 12, and it goes on. Well, I did that for my bridge. Now,
no way. Cool.
No, this was actually, it gives, based upon what the engineers said to make the stuff.
Proper proportions for the weight of any bridge.
The bearings for the bridge shoes. So
now haters are gonna hate it. Haters are gonna hate, and it's gonna, you throw at them book knowledge or book learning, and in the end, most of it is a fanboy culture. People who are super fans, and that's all they can add.
Here's all I can say is, this is from, and I give a link right there to the book. Number 2 is Design of Steel Bridges, Theory and Practice for the Use of Civil Engineers. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I should think that guy probably knows what he's talking about in 1915, and so since this is the guy that's writing the book for the engineers,
yeah,
it says plate girders should be riveted to each in the base plate of a thickness not less than 3/4 inch for railroad bridges.
Yeah.
There should be a bed plan between the base. It goes on, right? He gives you the formulas. Look at that. That's formulas.
No doubt. I'm going to stop the recording, Ed, and we'll continue on off camera.
All right.